Welcome to this gentle floor flow. In this practice, we'll move close to the ground, waking up the spine, hips, and core with fluid, continuous movements. It's a grounding sequence you can return to anytime you want to gently energize your body without standing postures or sun salutations. We start at the back of our mats, and you can sit on your knees. You can sit in any other way as well, but we're gonna move towards all fours in a moment. So close your eyes, relax your face, take a deep breath in and out. Just for a moment, focus on how your body feels. Maybe there's some tension around the shoulders or the neck that you can let go of, even before we start. Just arriving fully in this moment on your mat with everything that you feel right now. And then slowly opening your eyes, we're going to place the hands in front on our mat so that we are in all fours. And we're going to move through a sequence first on the right side and then on the left. So make sure that your knees are somewhere stable underneath the hips, hands are somewhere underneath the shoulders, but you don't lock the joints. So you slightly bend your elbows and then you start to drop the belly, look up, moving into cat-cow, and then pull your navel in, round your spine, let your head drop. And you do that a few times on your own breathing rhythm. Inhale when you open, exhale when you round. And every time you round your spine, then you really activate your core. So you actively pull your navel in. Let's do that one more time. Push the floor away when you're rounding. And then come back to the center. And then start to move in all these different directions. So not only arching and rounding the back, but explore here, so you can lean all the way back toward the knees, or maybe further forward. Don't forget to move the head as well. And see if you can really wake up the whole back, all these parts. Upper back, middle back, lower back. And maybe you hear some noises in the spine if this is early morning for you. The body still feels stiff, and then we come back to the center. And then you tug your toes underneath, and then we push the mat away. So we lean back with our weight and then lift the knees off of the floor. Then we come up a little bit further, so you can almost extend the legs, bring the heels toward each other, and then bend the knees again. Do that a few times. So we go towards this extending almost all the way, but just see where you want to pause. Maybe here. Every time you go down to the floor again, keep pushing the floor away. So we lengthen the spine here as well. And this already wakes up the legs. So you might feel the thighs already start to work. Last time. And then bring the knees back down. So you're in all fours again. Maybe move a little bit, also the shoulders. And then we step the right leg out to the side. So there's this line from the knee to the foot, basically. They're on the same level. Toes are pointing forward. And then the left hand comes underneath you on the floor, opening the right arm. Take a deep breath in. When you breathe out, you reach underneath your arm towards the left side. So inhale, open up. And that hip starts to move as well. Exhale, reach. Inhale. You can look all the way up toward your hand. Exhale. Reach one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Open. And then when you exhale, you bring the hand down again. And then you bring the weight onto the left knee and the left foot so that you feel stable here. And you lift the right leg off of the floor. And you tuck it behind your knee just for a moment. Then you reach the knee towards the shoulder. And every time you tuck your knee behind the other one, you can look back. We do that just 3 times. Again, here to wake up the legs a little bit and the bum becomes active as well. And after the last one, you step all the way forward, big step to the front of your mat. You can frame your foot with your hands. Take a moment to realign everything and then come up, placing your hands on your thigh. Now we let the hips sink forward, but we still activate the legs here and the core. So we don't just let everything sink down, but we stay active here. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath. Really feel that your foot is supporting you here, spreading your toes. And then bringing your hands together in front of your heart. And then we start to twist towards the right side. So we place the left elbow on the thigh, looking forward or up, but create this beautiful long line from elbow to elbow. Feeling the strength in the legs here. If it's difficult for you to balance, you can always look down towards the front of your mat. One more breath. And then come back, framing your foot with your hands. And then we're going to turn towards the left side. So we bring the weight a little bit further forward onto that right foot so that we can turn the left foot up. And you feel that on the inside of the leg already, this beautiful stretch here. And then we're going to move towards the left side. You can walk with your hands if you like, lifting the right toes up. And again, walk towards the right and towards the left. And again, one more time, just on every breath. There's always some movement in this practice, actually. And then we're turning toward the front again, framing your foot. Bring your hands down fully and then step back into your downward facing dog. Just take a moment to check in with how you feel in this position. You can always bend your knees a little bit and then really focus on lengthening your back. That's what this posture is all about, this beautiful long spine. And then we're going to bring the knees down to the floor. And then we're going to lay down all the way. So you can first tuck your navel in a little bit so that you have a strong core, and then come halfway down. And then use your arm muscles to do the last bit. And then you place your elbows in front of you so that you can lean on them, coming up into our baby cobra. And the legs are still active here, so your buttocks is still working. And you also pull your navel in slightly. Push yourself out of the floor. Lengthen the neck. And then we're going down again. Place your hands back a little bit underneath your shoulders. Push yourself back up. Pull your navel in strongly. And then come back up into a downward dog. So first toes are on the floor. And then coming back here. Now in a moment we're going to bring the right knee forward. As if we want to go into a pigeon. So hug your knee in and then place it toward the right side of the mat, like right in front of your right wrist. This left heel can come in a little bit. And instead of staying here, we're going to lean towards the right side so you can really sit down and then bring the left leg closer to you. So you're in this position. Maybe you have to rearrange yourself a little. And then we make a big circle with the right arm. And then plant our right hand behind us so that we can lift ourselves up and then reach the left arm away to the back. This is a really nice hip opener. And then we bring the hips down again and we move to the other side. You can place your right hand onto your left knee. And again, right hand back. Left arm reaches up and back. Bring the hips down. Moving towards the other side. Into a twist. Right hand down. So move on your own rhythm, your own speed. Maybe you're moving faster than me, or you have a longer breath. Move slower. Last one. Inhale when you lift and exhale when you move down again. Now we stay in the center. And we're going to move back for a nice stretch of the upper thigh. So you might want to place a hand underneath your lower back and then really lengthen it. So kind of scoop your tailbone under. And then see if you want to just stay here. Maybe walk the hands a bit back. Or lower your elbows. Just see where you can stay for a moment. What feels doable for you. You can also drop your head, only if that feels nice for your neck. And of course you can lay down all the way as well, if you feel you have the space. A bolster is nice here also, but we're not staying here that long, so just one more deep breath. And then use your elbows and your hands to push yourself back up. And then immediately moving forward. So you can rest on your elbows again. And here as well, see how far you can go. Maybe you want to rest here. It's also possible, of course, to lay your head on your hands. Really try to relax the muscles in your legs, your hips. And it could also be that you need a bit more space in this left hip. So for some people it works better to place this lower leg a little bit out or flex the foot like that. Just explore and see what works best for you. And then we lift ourselves back up. Now the last move here on this side, before we do the whole sequence on the other side, is to bring your Hands down, so you lean again towards the right side, and then you lift your knees up so that your feet come flat on the floor. So you're sitting on your mat sideways now, and then you place your hands underneath your shoulders with the fingers pointing towards the feet. And then we lift the hips up. Look up. This you feel in your shoulders also. It's a really nice shoulder opener. Engage your bum, push. And then we come down again, slowly. We move again towards the same side where we came from, so that we can plant our hands here at the front of the mat and then walk back. Now we are in downward facing dog again. Take a breath here. And then when you breathe out, you bring the knees down. And then sit on your heels. This is where we started, so just take a moment before we do the other side to feel again what changed. If you can feel the difference between both sides. What is happening in your body right now? And then we're going to do the same sequence on the other side. So slide your hands forward, so you're in all fours here. First starting with this cat-cow again, so drop the belly, arch, look up. And then when you exhale, you round the spine. Really pull the navel in. And you can move on your own speed again. Inhale when you're opening and exhale when you're rounding. Couple more. And keep this light bend in your elbows. And then we come back to the center, starting to move in all these different directions again. And maybe you feel already that you're more warmed up, so that your spine feels more free already. And really move. Try to get everywhere. And then coming back to the center. And then tuck your toes, push yourself back toward the back of your mat, lift your knees up. And then we go and bring the heels in again. So we try to stretch the legs and then bend the knees again. A few times. See if you can almost straighten, but maybe you're just halfway. That's also fine. Wherever you feel that you're getting into those calves and hamstrings. Last one. And then we go back with the knees down to the floor. And this time we bring the left leg out. So toes are pointing forward. The leg is beautifully in line with your knee. And then we place the right hand underneath our face on the ground, opening the left arm. Inhale. And exhale, reach underneath towards the right side. Inhale to open. And exhale to reach. You don't have to follow me with your movement, so really follow your own breath. Get into that hip. And the last one, you open. And then you bring the hand all the way back down. Now, you lift your left leg up. And then we tuck the knee behind the other one. You can look back. And then bring the knee towards the shoulder. So a little bit of activation here. Lift really high, so don't let it drop really towards that shoulder. Follow with your gaze. One more time. And then big step all the way forward to the front of your mat. Frame your foot with your hands first. See if you're stable here. And then bring your hands on top of your thigh. Let your hips sink down a little. Still feeling that you're active everywhere. And then bring the hands in front of the heart. We're going to twist towards the left side, so place the right elbow on the thigh, looking either forward or all the way up, creating this beautiful line from elbow to elbow. Big breaths. It's a really nice way of massaging all your organs when we're in a twist, breathing deeply. And then come back. And then we're going to move to the other side. So to the right, lifting the right toes off of the floor. And then we move towards the right foot, straightening the left leg. Just walking with the hands from side to side. Trying to move with each breath. When you do this more often, you can also explore lifting the arms up off of the floor so that you can really activate your legs. But for now, we just walk with the hands. And then we walk all the way to the front again. And then step back into a downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And then on your out breath, bring the knees down. We're going to the floor again, so tuck your navel in toward the spine. And then the last part, you're bending the elbows, immediately bringing them underneath your shoulders, lifting up into a baby cobra. So just check your heels here. Are they falling out? It means that we're not activating the legs. One more breath here. Long neck. And then when you exhale, move down again. Hands underneath the shoulders. Push yourself back up slowly. And then come back in a downward facing dog. Now just one moment here. And then we're going to bring the left knee forward as if we were going into a pigeon. So bring the knee toward the left wrist. And then place the right leg on the floor. But we're not staying here. We're moving first towards the left. So just sit down here. And then bring the right leg in. Just check if you're comfortable here. If you have to move around a little maybe. And then big circle with the left arm. Place the left hand on the floor. Lift the hips off of the floor. Reach back with the right arm. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hips down again and move toward the other side. You can grab your right knee. Look back. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Twist. Let's do two more. Last one. And then come back to the center. Now here again, before you move down, place your hand on your lower back and then scoop your tailbone under so you lengthen the lower back really as much as possible and then see where you want to go. So it could be here, Or maybe on your elbows. Or even further down, lay down. Also here again, check the position of your right foot. If it's comfortable there on the top of your foot, or if you want to place it a little bit further out, flexing it. It's different for everybody, depending on your anatomy. One more breath here. You can drop your head as well. Just that last moment if you like. And then we're coming back up. And we're moving forward now, resting on the elbows. We're going all the way down, placing your left cheek on your hands. I'm gonna stay here for now. And then we come back up. So we're gonna do our last move here. So we place the left hand down and then we open the body towards the right side. So I'm now with my back towards you guys, but the feet come flat on the floor and the hands, they are pointing towards the feet so that we can lift the hips up really high. Push the floor away, opening those shoulders. You can let the head hang if you want. You can also move a little bit here toward the hands, towards the feet, just slightly. One more breath, lift up, and then come back down. Let the knees drop towards the left again so that you're back here. Place the hands down, and then you can step back into your downward facing dog. Now we're going to rest on our belly, but you can lay on your back as well if you like. So just come to the floor. Place the hands underneath your cheek. And here you can relax everything. You can place your forehead on your hands as well, if that feels more comfortable. Or just bring your arms on the floor alongside your body. For now, I'm gonna turn on my back because I have my mic here. You can relax everything. No tension anywhere. Relax your whole body. Let it rest heavy on the ground. Now I'm just gonna leave you here and stay here for as long as you like. And I hope to see you in the next one. Lots of love.